Hello and welcome to the Seeds of Hate podcast. I am joined with my set designer, Casey Kaufman, and my lead actor, Kyle Raby. Miguel could not be with us today. He is in Chicago. All right. Now, what I would like to discuss first is how we came up with the idea of making this film.
I think the inspiration for this came from, we're all big fans of Western movies. One of my favorites recently, Killers of the Flower Moon. I really like that movie, so I thought we could do something kind of based off of that. And also we figured, with it being farmers, it'd be easy to film in our area because obviously we're surrounded by farmland. So we thought a lot of people could relate to it if we did something in that region.
Yeah, I think Westerns nowadays, they're like, I know No Country for Old Men doesn't really have to do a lot with things like cornfields, which we have in this area. So I thought we could, shed some light on the Northwest Ohio region with our movie.
I liked having the idea of two rival brothers, and I thought because of being friends with Miguel and we've had fights and we've been friends for a long time that it would make the chemistry really work for it.
All right, next topic. What went wrong when filming?
I dropped the gun,
Yeah.
prop gun.
So we lost the prop, which was a big no-no for the time we were at.
Used it for most of the four-wheeler chase scene. Then Kyle comes back to us and he goes, "Hey, I think I dropped the gun." Like, oh, great. So they were looking around for it for a solid 10 minutes. And then if you notice in the final standoff, Kyle has a different gun. That's why, because we lost the original one. But we figured it out.
Yes. Another problem we ran into was trying to keep a steady camera, and trying to do different camera shots with limited technology. All we had was a phone to shoot it. So Kyle came up with the idea while we were on set of us using a chair as a dolly shot, which is seen in one of the extras on our website. So I thought that was a cool way of dealing with the problem.
I also found it kind of difficult at the start to hold a straight face while everyone's looking at me and seeing Miguel trying to keep a straight face too. Especially for the bar sequence. For the other ones, it wasn't as hard because I got more into it. And it's a little better when you're actually all on a four-wheeler and holding a prop gun. But when you're walking to a bar in someone's basement, it's a little more difficult to think in that mindset.
It's harder to put yourself in the scene when it's just Carson's house.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic. Why did we choose the actors that we chose? I remember starting this project and writing the script and stuff, and we were thinking about doing people from other schools so that they weren't noticeable. But we just went with Kyle and Miguel. I think it was a good option. I think both of them did really well. I think Miguel was a good pick. He's a pretty good actor himself. So, and Kyle.
It would have been too hard to have someone from a different school as well.
Yeah.
That was one of the other things we really struggled with was scheduling because we're all so busy. We literally had 2 days to film this and we had to get all of it done.
Yeah.
And the last day we were struggling because we were running out of time and the sun was going down.
Yeah, it doesn't help when we wanted the sunset for one of the shots though.
Yeah, that's true. Because then you're kind of on a time crunch. But
I'd say it went pretty well overall.
I think it's kind of like what Kyle said about Miguel and they're both really good friends. They already have really good chemistry, so that helped them with her acting.
Okay, why should people come to watch Seeds of Hate, our movie?
I think it's a really unique take on the Western genre. Usually when you have a Western, it's all about cowboys and horses and stuff, but ours are kind of went a different direction, the whole farmer aspect, which is why, a lot of movies I feel you'd have the chase scene be with the rider on horses or something, but ours it's four-wheelers, which kind of connects to our area because a lot of kids, they ride four-wheelers, so they can relate to that. That's one of the best aspects of our movie for especially people around here.
And I think people that aren't around here, they see horses all the time in Western, they're oh, it's just another Western. But with us, maybe they can see four-wheelers and a different take on the genre and be wow, that looks kind of interesting because I don't know much about that area, and maybe they want to go see it because of that.
I feel like this is also a different from other Westerns because of the fact of we're shooting it in Ohio, and it's based in like the Northwest region, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. I could see this happening anywhere in there, where most of your westerns are like out actually west and desert and stuff like that, and or maybe even like I don't know, Nebraska or something like that,
Yeah.
where there might be some crops, but it's mostly kind of that West Coast like environment, where here, I mean, you have some farm, but you also have a little bit of like, wouldn't say forest, but like trees and stuff like that.
Another thing that really makes our film unique is like some of the ways we did shots. Like we had, obviously we talked about already with the dolly cam with like it was kind of shaky, but it kind of adds like the intensity of the scene. I also think like the drone shots makes it way more cinematic. I don't think a lot of other people have used that for theirs, so it sets ours apart.
Yeah, and especially with like some of the sets we used, like we had Miguel's barn or whatever, and we had the ability to like actually break things and like destroy some stuff, which on a $0 budget isn't really you don't really get to see that a lot, and I don't think you'll be able to see that with a lot of the other trailers and the other groups' movies. Any final thoughts? Why you should go watch the movie?
I mean, we all worked hard on this and argued about how it'd go for, hours. So.
Yeah, put a lot of effort into it. Think it turned out well.
We would love it if you'd go watch our movie.
Yes, go watch Seeds of Hate and buy it on Blu-ray. Thank you for watching, and go watch Seeds of Hate.